is the Whispering Voice, and I'd like to start by saying a big thank you really to everybody for your birthday wishes. Firstly, I didn't announce it, but it seems that on my channel people must have seen my age change going up a year. I'm now 39, and I was sent a lot of messages, and also people have commented on my channel, so thank you so much. It was very nice to see, very touching, and I very much appreciate that. Thank you. And before I start, I'd like to, a bit of a sad thing really, but I was sent a message this afternoon from a lady who never gave her name, and it's something, what the message was about was very touching to me, and you can't help but think of your own family really. And what the message was, that she has recently found my videos, and she thought I'd like to know that she lived next door to a man who never seemed to have any visitors or family visiting. I expect he kept himself to himself and lived alone. But she knew that he'd been taken ill about a week ago, and then two men in suits like businessmen came to her house asking after this man, and his name was John. And of course nobody knew much about John. He kept himself to himself and lived alone. She told these two chaps that she didn't know much about him, but she knew that he'd been taken ill about a week earlier. I think either a few days or a week had passed when, unfortunately, as she passed his house, she could smell the terrible smell really. So she called the police, and on entering his home found he'd passed away. So this is just in case he had no family, no friends, that really he didn't die alone, that hopefully me speaking about it now means that he's passed away with people thinking of him, and he wasn't alone. So my deepest sympathy for John, bless him. On another note, and I'd also like to thank the lady, if you're listening, for sending me the message. Really touched me, and that is why I've mentioned it in this video. I don't tend to like mentioning sadness, but I thought that was an important thing really, and I think you'd appreciate it as listening, or as a listener to me. Another thing I'd like to help really is I was sent a message from a YouTube channel and again they knew my interest and love of animals and wildlife, and their name is Badger Run Wildlife. Their channel name, I'll put the link either in the title as I'm speaking now, or as a link in the description below. It's a channel and it's an establishment that rehab injured animals, and especially birds of prey. And if you look at their channel, you'll see videos of them feeding them and looking after them. And also they've got a link on their channel to Facebook. In that link, if you go to their link on Facebook through their channel, they've got a 10-page PDF of what to do if you find an injured animal, an injured bird. And it's an excellent read and very clear and very helpful, and so I wish them the very best of luck. And if you could, if you're interested in looking at it, I'm sure they'd appreciate as much people looking at it as possible. And another thing that touched me, some of you may know or heard of her. There's a new whisperer amongst us, and I think it's a first. She's a child whisperer. I think she may be the youngest amongst our community, and her name is Mimi Winnex. I'll also put that in the title as well, or as a link below. And I listened to her videos, and she's got an absolutely beautiful, clear, beautiful voice. Bless her little heart. And she speaks or whispers with such confidence, and she's a fantastic reader. Just bless her heart for doing it. I suppose you've got no fear when you're young, but I'm glad that she's a child whisperer, because that will, amongst the people, will not leave her any horrible comments or swear words and things like that. She deserves respect, and I hope she gets it as well. So if you listen to her, she's absolutely adorable, honestly. It's touched me. So good luck to Mimi, what a beautiful name. And now on to the weather. It's like a TV program. It's been so hot here the last couple of days. I think the hottest in the United Kingdom yesterday was 90 degrees Celsius, and I know it was 22 degrees here today, but it's so still, it's very humid, and I was planning on walking in Snowdonia today, and I did go. But unfortunately the road I wished to go down to this particular walk I wanted to do was closed by the police. There'd been some incident or accident, so that's a shame really, but I know that it must have been serious to close the road, so I hope whoever's involved with that are okay. Because it's much more important than my walk, obviously. But there will be again another day. So I stopped in a place called Pettersacoid, which is only, well, it's a few miles from where I live, not far. and that's where I tend to go if I want to buy any outdoor clothing for walking, waterproof jackets. If I want to buy them in person and try them on, that's one of the best places I know. So I've been there today and bought a few things. I bought a fleece and, mind you, being Welsh, I think, because they were on offer, it made me a bit more happier. And I must say that Ellen the cat and Humphrey, they're two long-haired cats and they're not too keen on the heat, so it's nice and cool in the house, so they've been in most of the day, but as I speak now they've gone outside. And I had a question actually on my channel asking, after my last video with the birds on the feeders, someone was asking me that how do I manage to feed the birds and have so many feeding without the cats attacking them. Well, the first reason is they're lazy, my cats. They're lazy, but I don't take any chances because they're still instinctive to kill. If a bird came too near, they would pounce, I should think, but I don't take any chances. Now the way my house is laid out, I've put fencing so that I don't let my cats wander, you see. Thomas, who is a stray cat, he can come and go as he pleases, because that's what he's used to. But the other two I've never let roam around the streets or anything like that. And that may sound cruel, but it's not. It's for their own safety, really. Ellen is a Persian cat, and I don't think they're meant to be sort of roaming around, really. So I've sort of fenced off the back area of the house, which means they've still got a good area in which to walk around, investigate. There's a lot of wild areas I've left growing, which helps wildlife as well, and they like to go inside that. And I've got hedgehogs in the back garden, 2 of them, and they sit for hours watching them, but I notice they've got the sense to stay away from them. But yeah, so that's the reason, is I feed the birds at the front of the house, and the cats are always at the back, so they never meet. The odd times Thomas is sitting in the front, but he's so full of food and he's going lazy as well, and he just lies there watching them, and they're getting used to him. They seem to come and feed when he's there, but I'm still not quite happy about it. But there again, that's nature, I suppose. So yes, so the clouds have come over. We've had a spot of rain about half an hour ago, but it hasn't cleared the air. It's still very warm and close. I'm very sorry about that. If you heard a bleep, that was my watch. I do apologise. Yeah, so thank you again for all your kindness, and you're very special people. Don't forget that. And good luck to all the new whisperers, and especially Mimi. If you listen to her videos, she'll melt your heart, honestly. And the Badger Run Wildlife, good luck to them. And of course, our thoughts with John, who passed away. But now he hasn't gone alone, as I'm sure you'll join me in thinking of him. So thank you very much, and I will speak to you soon. And thanks for listening.